Hello and welcome to another rd2l mini cast. We are in the Division 2. We recognize this team, remove Radiance from the game, Itachi's team against the team of Aragorn, going by the name of the Five Towers. This is the upper bracket of the early group stage. Whoever wins this has a one series advantage in the sense that they don't have to play the next series, but get to see what the enemy will be playing in that series. It is a best of 3. I will be casting the entire series. My name is Aponzus, and I hope you're having a great time. We already see a Drow first ban. Bit surprising there. Drow Ranger has been making quite a comeback in this new meta with her new ability of multi-shot. Apparently, Itachi's team thinks it's a very strong pick at the moment. Venomancer we have been seeing getting banned time and time again. You don't want to deal with that Venomancer in the off lane. I feel it's mostly because he has this regen debuff, which is insanely strong in a meta where the lanes are defined by how much regen you bring. In the same sense that Chen wins you your lane with Divine Favor and Headdress, Venomancer makes the enemy lose their lane by having less regen for each tango. Or that is why I have my theory of why it might be such a strong pick. Also, of course, as well, it's a lot of damage, a lot of tower push, and it's just an annoying hero to play against. He just stands in lane and pushes down your tower, and you're like, what can I do? If I walk in there, I'll be attacked by 10 Plague Wards. A bad ban, a Treant ban, Treant. He was garbage for 2 small patches, and now he is broken. What did they do to my boy? I also think it's rather fitting that the 5 towers ban the Ent, the Treant. I think that is rather fitting. Actually, not fitting. So it should be like this. They should have picked the Treant. We're going to be seeing what's going to be the last ban here on the side of Itachi's team in this first ban phase. It is going to be a Keeper of the Light. Keeper of the Light, still a very strong hero. His Will-O-Wisp is just so strong. The Ignis Fatuus. We'll see what Aragorn thinks. It's going to be a good last ban here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And we will be dipping into the reserve time. No. 1 second. Banning out Ursa. Ursa is really, really strong at the moment. Really strong. They don't want to deal with it gone first pick. Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit, a support that has quite an interesting passive. Enhances the attack range of ranged heroes around her. Quite strong. But a kind of an expected first pick. She has been picked up a lot by many teams. Nearly all support players play Venge, so it's a very common pickup. So Aragorn most likely suspected this. What is gonna be the response to here? Is gonna be the question. It is a Grimstroke. Grimstroke. Interesting. Now the question is, do you want to pair it up with something like a Doom? Like, you could pick Doom here. Doom hasn't been banned and he is very strong. There it is. And that's a strong combo, not only for the Soulbind double Doom, but also in lane you get Inkswell plus Scorching Earth. And you stun them, you deal a lot of damage, you have your Infernal Blade. Yeah, yeah, that's a very strong combo. Very strong combo. But it also reveals what's gonna be your offlane. So Radiant can look to pick something up like maybe Juggernaut, Lifestealer.
Radiant team ban.
They Invoker. We already saw Itachi Invoker. Ooh. Itachi wants to go with the I smash all of my keys very, very fast and do a lot of stuff hero. Now we go into the second ban phase. So far, Radiant has revealed less of their lanes. Venge could go either the offlane or the safe lane. Invoker, it can be an Invoker support, but knowing that they have Itachi, it's unlikely. They ban out Lich, which I think is a very, very good ban. Lich, Grimstroke, and Doom. You get a double Doom, you get a double Chain Frost. That would be absolutely bonkers. Lina ban. Not so sure about the Lina ban because, well, I guess they could put Grimstroke 5 and put a Lina 4 and maybe pair Grimstroke with something like a Juggernaut. That could be a possibility. Definitely, definitely. I still feel like Grimstroke Doom is such a potent lane together, you don't really want to split that up. Regardless, Lina is a very strong support. Offers some good stun, some good damage. I do feel the side of Dire needs some more lockdown. Faceless Void ban. They don't want any shenanigans with Tint playing the Faceless Void.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And we'll see what's going to be the next pickup here. They will most likely pick up their position 5. There's Crystal Main is pretty trash now. What are some other good position 5? They could still pick up a Puck. Puck has been absolutely unchecked in this draft. And Puck, really good mid, really good support. If you have a player that plays it, woo! And they could pick up a Silencer. Silencer really good against Invoker. You force him to go either Yules or something like that. Or BKB. They go with Skywrath Mage. Even more magic damage. Very, very heavy magic damage on the side of Dire so far. I would like Radiant to pick something up that can build a pipe very easily. Something like a Centaur, Sand King.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe a Brewmaster.
5 seconds remaining.
Brewmaster. You get doomed though. You get I still think Juggernaut is really strong here. If you get doomed. If you get your healing ward out before that, I feel like you don't care that much. You can maybe lifesteal through it. If you have some lifesteal. Maybe you could pick up a Chen. For the extra heal. Chen building into a pipe.
Dire team pick.
Razor. They pick up a Razor. Razor does not care about being doomed. As soon as he gets his ultimate out and like just leashes onto any target, he's like, yo, I'm good. And I mean, Doom doesn't stop the static link. So really nice pickup here to negate the influence of the Doom. But it makes it also like Doom, his primary target will be Invoker. Like, there is no doubt about that. We'll see what's gonna be the answer to this Razor.
Radiant team pick.
Phantom Lancer.
They go with the Phantom Lancer. Not sure. I guess it's pretty good against Invoker, against Venge. Razor has some AoE damage. And with the ultimate, with the passive, and with his...
10 seconds.
I don't know what it's called. His Q.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see how Itachi is going to respond to this.
Dire team ban.
Leshrac, even more AoE damage. And now they have a lot of like passive damage, like Diabolic Edict. As soon as you activate it, you forget about it. Your ultimate on Leshrac, pulsating Nova, Pulse Nova, something like that. The Razor, the passive, the ultimate after you activate it, you don't care about it anymore.
Radiant team ban.
That should be able to deal with PL quite easily. Centaur ban, yes, I like this ban. Centaur would have been really good for this Radiant lineup. Centaur. So it's gonna be a Leshrac 4, Venge 5, Invoker 2, Razor 1, most likely. So they still need their 3. Meanwhile, on the dire side, they need their mid, unless they feel like it's a really good Skywrath Mage mid game and their players comfortable on it.
Radiant team pick.
And we have a Clink span.
10 seconds remaining.
What's gonna be the last pick for this Radiant draft now? Are they gonna go with Sand King? Sand King should have a quite good lane against Phantom Lancer. If he gets doomed, he's unhappy, but if he gets doomed, then the Invoker is free to do whatever.
Dire team pick.
They are going with the Underlord, another hero that does not care about being doomed at all, and that's a very natural pipe builder. This Radiant draft has a very strong push with Razor, Leshrac, Underlord, and the Invoker for some late game insurance.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, Leshrac can also go
5
quite
seconds
late.
remaining.
As BKBs start to go down. But none of these Dire Hero want to build BKB, like Doom, okay, but Phantom Lancer, he doesn't want to build a BKB. Like, everybody knows where the real one is. And they go with the OD. Outworld Devourer. Wait, it's an Itachi Leshrac Crucial Taunt Invoker. Is this gonna be a support invoker? But you don't have the kid. Isn't the kid the support invoker? Huh. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So we'll see how this goes. I'm a bit surprised. I know Itachi plays invoker, so I was expecting him to pick it up. But if they can flex it between support as well as mid, that's really good. And Leshrac is gonna do better against OD, I believe. Or I would assume otherwise they would have done it the other way. In terms of draft, I feel Radiant has a really strong push, especially with a core Leshrac. If that push around 20-25 minutes, if they can survive that, I think Dire has the answers late game. The question is, can they get there? Can they get there? And we are in the game. We go to a free camera. We hide this now. Ooh. And we are in this game 1 of a best of 3. It is on the Radiant side for the Swarm on the Underlord. Crucial Taunt on the Invoker. Itachi on the Leshrac. Tint on the Razor. And last but not least, it is Millard on the Vengeful Spirit. Meanwhile, on the Dire side, we have Aragorn on the Phantom Lancer. Xeriscape on the Skywrath Mage. Trickster Lad on the Grimstroke. Double King on the OD. And going on the Doom is Ghost. And we see they are trying to get the first blood here. They have the Inkswell available. And Crucial Taunt is saying, hey Itachi, you wanna come top? And Itachi is like, no. And then Crucial Taunt is like, nice to have been talking about it. So they are trying to go for a first blood here. PL is coming in. There we see the Spirit Lands, but they're just gonna back off. And it is a 3-for-1 bounty runes for this Dire side. So small victory there for the Lord of the Rings 5 towers. But Itachi is gonna get the block. Double King. It is exactly where Itachi wants it. So we have this support invoker. He has Cold Snap. And we have this Skywrath Mage with the PL. That's a lot of damage onto this Razor. That's gonna be another... no, not gonna go for it. But PL doesn't have a salve. He has to be careful here. And they see him. And that's another little Arcane Bolt. Arcane Bolt it is. Stun onto the Skywrath just to deal some more harass damage. But Aragorn is doing quite well. There is a Cold Snap on the Grimstroke, but no follow-up there. Pushing a lot of harass onto this Razor, and Skywrath just wants to go for the deny now. Tint, is he gonna... No, he only got this up. Is Skywrath Mage gonna get this Courier here, though? No! 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 The poor Courier. He died at the same moment as he killed the Courier. But they know now they can go on this PL. There's a stun, but too far away. So far, Razor being heavily out-harassed in this lane. But Underlord is doing very good against the Doom so far. I think... I don't know if you can leave Underlord alone against the Doom. But maybe bring the Invoker bottom against the Skywrath and PL. If this PL has a good early game, I feel like he's going to be able to bring his team over the edge in that mid-game push. And so far, it's a very, very passive laning phase. They're trying to go onto this Doom here. Are they going to get the first blood? There's a tornado. And nice play there by Crucial Taunt. But is Tricksterlight going to turn it around? Stun and Invoker going down. Meanwhile, I missed the kill down bottom. They find the kill onto the Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage most likely was very low on mana and did not care that much about this. But they find the first blood onto the Doom with a very, very well-played tornado in the end there by the Invoker. They're trying to go onto the Underlord again. Cold Snap to disengage. There is also now available EMP to burn some mana. Another Inkswell hitting on the Underlord, and Underlord is getting really low. He has a headdress together with the Tango, 13 base regen. And meanwhile, I missed the kill down bottom. Millard going down, but the illusion is still here, which is a lot of damage. Are they gonna get this deny on this range creep? Well played by Tint. Well played. Meanwhile, mid, it seems to be going in favor of the Leshrac. Is he gonna get the kill here? The DD, he's gonna try to turn it around, but not in time. Itachi getting very low, 20 HP, 10. But he survives it, getting a heal himself as well as the bottle. Well played there. And Aragorn. Oh, the link persists throughout the doppelganger. Plasma field is what the ability is called. Now I know it.
Dire's top tower is under
And now we see for the 5-minute runes, they are pushing onto this Doom again. Are they gonna find the kill? They do. Another kill for the Invoker. It is now 5-for-2 for the Radiant. And Grimstroke is gonna go for this Bounty Rune. Invoker not gonna be in time, not fast enough with his Vex. So it is a 2-for-2 Bounty Rune exchange, despite the power play of Radiant with having 2 heroes against 1 top. There is another killing attempt onto this Gareth Mage, but are they gonna be able to turn it around on the Razor? Not in time. PL has to be careful now. And this Razor is catching up. It was first like 6 CS to 0 in favor of the PL, but now... Oh, and I missed another kill in mid. Itachi again with on a sliver of HP surviving. And they are going to shrine up. Bottom now. And Itachi having a very good game mid on the Leshrac. Maxed out Diabolic Edict. Has Pulse Nova now. EMP on the Doom. And the Cold Snap. But there's the Inkswell and they're gonna... Nice Tornado to disengage. And there is a Stroke of Fate. And they find the kill onto the Underlord. Trying to go onto the Invoker now as well. Meanwhile, bottom there was a kill happening on the Skywrath Mage. Inkswell is the stun ability. Stroke of Fate is the damage ability. Grimstroke has now a Windlace. Nice hit there on the Invoker. Nice play there by Crucial Taunt with the Tornado dispelling the Inkswell. And they are going to go Shrine up top, it looks like. Meanwhile, bottom, just some harass onto this Razor. Leshrac has a regen rune. And there's an invisibility rune by Millard, but he reveals himself. There's a stun onto the OD. Are they gonna have enough damage here? Stun hitting from the Leshrac, and there is a kill onto the OD once again. He does go down to the Grimstroke, which gives Grimstroke his level 6 immediately. But OD going down once again. And we see in terms of levels, Leshrac 1 full level ahead. I mean, so now Dire is going to try to make a play down bottom here, but Razor is going to try to turn it around. He has his ultimate as well as his stick. Not going to find the PL though. There's another plasma field slowing down the Skywrath Mage that tried to turning this around, but he is very tanky, is getting low now, has a healing self. Is he going to go down here? He takes down the Skywrath Mage, and is this going to be enough damage? He has a tango ticking. There is the doppelganger forward and getting the kill onto the Razor. Well played there by Tint, taking down the Skywrath Mage before going down. We have now an Urn of Shadows on the Invoker. And there's now Diabolic Edict on this mid tower. Tower most likely gonna go down now. Yes, it is. Itachi getting the last hit. And that is the push that I was talking about. With the Leshrac mid, oh, they're trying to go on the Vengeful Spirit down bottom. She is silenced. She can't do anything Inkswell to ensure the kill. And there still is a Soulbind available. Vengeful Spirit still there with the illusion. Razor is very tanky, but they are gonna silence him. I think, is he gonna be able to find the kill on the PL? Not this time. At the same time, Invoker does find another kill onto the Doom top. Ooh, I missed the rotation from the Leshrac, killing the PL. And we are closing in on a 10-minute mark. It has been a bloodbath, but a bloodbath in favor of Radiant. And Itachi, he's like, nobody here. I will take your tower. Don't mind me. EMP to drain Doom's mana once again. And we see now for the 10-minute runes as well as outposts. Crucial Taunt is getting it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There is the Cold Snap. And it is 3 for 1 bounty runes in favor of Radiant. And who's gonna get the outpost? There's a Soulbind onto the Vengeful as well as the Razor. They're trying to turn this around, but Leshrac is too strong, killing both the PL as well as the Grimstroke. Both outposts in favor of Radiant. And we see in terms of net worth, Leshrac having a very good game and wants to push this forward. Tomes have come out now, so everybody can have their ultimate if they want to. Meanwhile, Underlord is taking this top tower, and now this push is gonna be engaged by Radiant. They find the Skywrath Mage, and Skywrath Mage is just dead to Diabolic Edict.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, it is 3 pushing bottom. They are getting the kill onto the Doom, and they're getting the tower down bottom as well. It is now a 4k lead within like 2 minutes. We see now that's the ramp up. That's the ramp up of this Radiant lineup. Swap into a stun onto this Grimstroke. Not gonna pursue further though. OD is here. OD, he has some Royal Jelly as well as 3 Null Talisman. Leshrac is gonna go for a Yule Scepter. Razor going for drums, it looks like. And Underlord, is he gonna go for the pipe? Exactly, that's what he's gonna go for. Oh, there is a Doom onto the Leshrac. Has Leshrac overextended? It sure looks like it. He has gotten his Pulse Nova off as well as his Diabolic Edict and is gonna kill the Skywrath Mage. But there's a Soulbind onto 2 people. But Razor here now as well. The Hood of Defiance keeping them alive for such a long time. Double kill for Tint on the Razor. They are able to turn this around. Doom was used on the Leshrac, but that is now on cooldown for 100 seconds. And I believe that's just Radiant saying, hey, that just means we can push. We lost me once for 20-30 seconds. I'll just come in and we push. PL is still quite ways off of this diffusal blade. It's gonna go for a Hood of Defiance as well, just to deal with this magic damage. Doom going for a pipe. Very much needed. There is an invisibility rune from the Venge, but they have a sentry here. Trusty Shovel has been found by the Razor. And we see the Invoker further ahead than the position 1 PL. He's having a very good game so far. They're closing in on the Spirit Vessel to deal with the Doom even more easily. Sunstrike not gonna hit. Are they gonna find this kill here? Yes. Dominating spree for the Razor. 8, 2, and 3. Meanwhile, bottom, they're trying to go onto this Leshrac and Venge, but they lose everybody. They only get the Vengeful Spirit, and Leshrac is still here. He's gonna push this tower. He has Diabolic Edict in 2 seconds. They lost their position 1 up top, and they lost the rest of the team down bottom. And they are going to lose their tier 2 bottom as well. PL, you are TPing in, but are you TPing in your death? No. Leshrac doesn't want to pursue this further. Oh, Scareth Mage, he does find the Leshrac here. There is an Inkswell as well as Stroke of Fate, not gonna land. Silence on to the Leshrac. There is a Yule Scepter as well as the swap out to save Itachi. Saving Private Itachi. Meanwhile, they also took the tier 2 bottom, top. Bottom as well as top. They have both outposts. Dire wants to make something of this. They want to take this bottom outpost. Is Radiant gonna respond to this? They are not gonna TP in time. Feeling their push mid is more important right now. Leshrac is gonna go for a Bloodstone next. Has finished up the Yule Scepter. There is gonna be a Flats very soon on the Vengeful Spirit as well. Underlord is gonna deal with the push down bottom. They aren't gonna even get this tower. Meanwhile, they lost a tier 2 mid. All outer towers gone in the span of about 2 minutes. Nice tornado onto 2 people and EMP. They are getting a banish onto the Leshrac, but the Soulbind... Oh, it was the Razor. Soulbind is just gonna make them go forward together, and Grimstroke going down as well. Meanwhile, Leshrac took care of the Skyreth Mage. And they are going to go high ground now. They have Doom available. Doom is all like... But who do you Doom? Who do you Doom in this fight? There is a full pipe now on the Underlord. What is their way to stop this push? There's still no Diffusal Blade. There is a Pit of Malice hitting 2 people. PL, he has his doppelganger, but his damage is getting stolen. And they are diving tier 4s now. Have they overextended? The ultimate from the Skyreth Mage coming out. And they want to get out of here. Are they going to be able to get the kill on the Razor? Razor did die. And they are getting out. But the Astral Imprisonment doesn't work through Underlord Dark Rift. So they do get the tier 3, they get the kill on the Razor in exchange, but it is a 9k, 10k lead now. We see here 10k lead. Experience very similar, despite 5-manning quite a bit. They are finding the kills. And they haven't given up a single tower yet. Dire, they have their Soulbind up in 10 seconds together with Doom. So... that's gonna be the next point. Are they gonna be able to find a favorable engagement with the Soulbind, with Doom? They are losing their Skywrath Mage here, and also might be losing, they're also gonna be losing their Grimstroke here. Support's a little bit too far forward, and Radiant absolutely jumping on that. They are taking away the shrines now.
Shrine is under attack.
Less and less map control for the Dire side. There is an OD. OD has finished the Kaya, has a growth bow, but he has an Astral Imprisonment, but no way to get away from this. OD dead again. And Radiant is gonna go high ground with this one ranged creep, but there is nobody to defend the base. And Melerak's just gone.
Dire's middle
The combo is available. Grimstroke and Doom are here. They're getting rid of the Observer Wards, wanting no vision of the Radiant side in their base.
Dire's top shrine.
Dire is gonna take out the shrines now. This is this push. They've lost one lane of rags. If they can prevent anything further,
Has fallen.
they might still be good. They have a PL to deal with the incoming super creeps. PL has a diffusal blade now. There is a pipe on the Doom as well. That is gonna help their survivability tremendously. Skywrath Mage going to go for a Veil and has it nearly finished. OD wants to get that BKB. He needs this BKB. And they are getting an outpost once again. 20 minutes is gonna be with another outpost for the Dire side. This ward is inside of a Dire Sentry. Radiant is gonna go for an Roche attempt here. I don't think Dire is going to contest. They just want some gold. They get this tier 1 down bottom.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Level 12 now on the Phantom Lancer with a Nether Shawl and the Diffusal Blade and Poor Man's Shield. There, Roshan has gone down. Ages in the hands of Razor. Razor has a Sange, has a Vambrace, has a Drums. There is a finished Spirit Vessel on Invoker as well as Boots of Travel. Ooh. Leshrac finished up the Bloodstone. Going for a Blink next. And they are going to push down top, it looks like. Invoker can come back with this Boots of Travels anytime. It is the 20-minute mark in turn. Both teams had an outpost, so both teams did get some experience. But we see in terms of net worth, it's a huge lead for the Radiant. But that's what their lineup does. That's what their lineup does. They have an Underlord, they have a Razor, they have a Leshrac. You know what they do. Underlord also has a Force Staff now. They are pushing this high ground. Slowly. Leshrac here now. His Diabolic Edict is gonna be... He also has an Arcane Rune bottled up. Ooh. I like this ward. That's a really nice ward for the Dire side to see the Radiant heroes during their push. Ah, but the Sentry to counter ward. To counter this vision. Well played, and they put up Leshrac with Diabolic Edict, and this tower is melting. Together with the siege creep. There's the glyph coming out now. Combo is available for the Dire side, and Radiant is going to respect. They are backing off a bit. Trusty Shovel is being used. Just hopes for some bounty runes.
Radiant structures.
And they glyphed their wave to keep this push alive here. There is a swap out on the Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage is gonna go down here. Soulbound on 2 heroes and the Doom on both of them. But is it gonna be enough? Leshrac as well as Underlord have been doomed now. PL has to be careful. Buyback from the Doom. But Oh, they get the kill on the Venge, and they are retreating now on the Radiant side, but Doom has worn out, and Bloodstone activated by the Slashrack, but Slashrack is going down to the Skywrath Mage ultimate, activates his Yules in time. There is an Astral Imprisonment onto the Leshrac, and Leshrac does go down here. They get the Aegis, and they are Dark Rifting away. They don't get the Eraser with them. A very, very nice fight there from the Dire. Are they gonna get the Razor here as well? Razor gonna go down a second time. Very, very good fight for the Dire. It cost them multiple buybacks, namely on the Doom as well as the Skywrath Mage. But they got their combo off on the Leshrac, the most important target to get. And this... They find now a Dragon Scale on the Underlord. That's just gonna help their push. Also a free Bounty Rune via Trusty Shuffle. Underlord getting close to a Guardian Greaves. As good at that defense as that defense was, they lost the tier 3. And every push like that, it's gonna get closer. But PL, he has now finished a Hood of Defiance. Just to keep everybody alive a little bit longer. Are they gonna find the PL here? PL is gonna doppelganger to the high ground. They see him with the ward. Skywrath Mage is close by, but raises so as well. PL is gonna try to go in, but they are seeing him. They figure out which one's the real one. They're slowing him down, and PL is gonna go down as well as the Skywrath Mage. He is down for 40 seconds, and Radiant is gonna try to push. Are they gonna be able to force out the buyback here? Or are they gonna let the second laner Frax go? There is an Alacrity on the Razor. They are going for melee barracks. They don't want to play around. And they are getting the second laner Frax. It is one last lane till Megas. We are 24 minutes in, 16k lead. The position for Invoker is more net worth than any Dire hero. There is a Rod of Atos now on Grimstroke. Veil on Skywrath, just to amplify their damage a little bit. Impclaw on the PL. And OD, he has his BKB now. Has a 10-second BKB. For this defense here, and there is the push coming from Radiant. The push from Radiant is so low risk. They control the entire map. They had outposts for this 25-minute mark, and they control this high ground. Razor is finishing up a BKB. Finished the Ancient Yasha already. Meanwhile, Leshrac is gonna go for a BKB of his own. Has 16 Bloodstone charges.
A tithe to the impurities.
And the Underlord, did he finish the Guardian Greaves now? Not quite yet. Wants to save for buyback. As well as a Shiva Guard and the Lotus Orb. He has the rest of his items figured out. They are afraid to go high ground, feeling their last push with their Aegis was... It didn't go quite as planned. And they have the entire map. They, like, Dire doesn't get much gold out of it at the moment. They also don't get much jungle items. Like we see neutrals, they didn't get any of the tier 3 yet. Meanwhile, Radiant has all 3 of them. Vengeful Spirit has finished the flats, has the telescope. Telescope as well as Vengeance Aura, making everybody hitting for so much further away. Also Force Staff to save some heroes, or himself if he swaps himself in. All lanes are getting pushed in now, and Leshrac, is he gonna go high ground here with the Diabolic DD? Yes, he does. Rod of Atos, but instant force staff away. Razor not scared, he has a greater Fairy Fire. PL is gonna go in, but immediately Doppelganger away. Phantom Lancer, he has 2000 gold, wants to get that Manta style as well as the heart. There is another Observer Ward planted down. Nice swap by Millard. He might die with his life here, but they do get the Doom, and Doom doesn't have buyback. There is a Soulbind now out, but there is no follow-up damage without that Doom. And Skywrath is gonna go down as well. Leshrac is gonna go push forward. BKB activated by the DOD, but GG is called. This push was a bit too strong from the Radiant side. Well played by Remove Radiance from the game. They take game number 1, and I'll see you guys in game number 2. GG.